I'm not quite familiar with it. It seems like for turn 0 it will be Dan placing his obstacles first. Chance helps England. I think the imps could have put pressure on with multiple objectives. Yeah, this is the best scenario for this communist. Agree, forcing the imps to the middle helps the chunk. Half points is gonna be interesting. You'd think chaffing and blocking Ray 2 turns in a row also does something, but hits do not exist. Seems like a very specific information. Alright. So as there are only those 6 obstacles, let's start and talk about the lists a little bit. Alright, so starting with the Imperial side, Wampa Initiative 1 TIE Fighter Pilot. It's got a charge. You spend it if you attack to roll an additional attack die, but if you were attacked before, the charge goes off. Recurring, of course. Elusive. Doing a red maneuver recharges the charge, but to lose the charge, you basically use it to reroll a defense die when you are defending. 2 ISB Jingoists, aka the best pilot in the galaxy, for the price. Initiative 4, TIE Fighter, of course. Before you engage, you give a strain or a deplete to a ship in your attack arc at range 0 to 1, unless they choose to remove a green token. And both equipped with... Oh, there is only one ISB, my bad. Equipped with overtuned modulators. If you're not stressed during the system phase, you may spend the charge and you'll gain 3 calculates. But for the rest of the game, if you did not spend any of your green tokens that you have, you'll gain 1 strain per token. Then Moff Gideon, Initiative 4. So basically, Gideon chooses an enemy that defends at range 1 to 3. He gives a strain to an ally at range 0 to 1 of that enemy. And the enemy cannot spend any token. I mean, it's even worse. Defense dice cannot be modified during this attack. Equipped with a shield upgrade. Then Sunterfell, Initiative 6. Start of engagement phase, bullseye means focus. Then Predator is here to also grant a reroll. Lone Wolf means if you're alone in your range 0 to 2 bubble, you get a reroll attack or defense. Shield upgrade and the auto thrusters ability. After you perform an action, you can perform a red boost or barrel. Then Darth Vader, the X1 Darth Vader. After performing an action, you can spend a force to perform another one, and another one, etc., etc. Ship ability. If you have a lock on the defender, you get +1 attack die, and a hit becomes a crit. So he's equipped with Brilliant Evasion, which means if the opponent doesn't have bullseye on you, 1 force means 2 evades. Elusive, Pattern Analyzer, so before your check difficulty step, you can perform an action while you fully execute a red maneuver. Fire Control System, reroll 1 attack die but cannot use the lock for the rest. And Afterburners, after fully executing a speed 3 to 5 maneuver, you can spend a charge to perform a boost action even if you are stressed. So that is it for Empire. Alright, let's catch the chat a bit. Losing 2.40 on chance hurts so much. Sitting on Chef turns off Rose. I'm surprised Gideon over Aiden, but I know Corentin is super aggressive, so it suits him. Alf is interesting. Scum could definitely give up a few points. Was scary for everything, but difficult for him to kill his points worth before he dies. Because it's worth 7, yeah. Kin is so good in Corentin. It's way better than I expected when we tested for UK Expo. I had him in my list, but I couldn't make him do enough to feel worth it. I agree he's second best. He's still incredible, but Aiden just broken at 3. For me, it's all about Night Beast, but I was only running 2 ties. Gideon blocking reinforce is going to be important, though. Yes, of course. All right. List on the right, which isn't in the proper order. Let me just correct that. There you go. All right, so Scum played by Dan, playing for England. We've got some interesting ships that I'm happy to see again, and those that I am not quite happy to see. Leighton Ashara. Ashara. Initiative 3. After you defend or perform an attack, if the attack missed, you gain an evade. Equipped with Elusive, that we already spoke about. And ship ability allows the M3A interceptor to take an heavy laser cannon, 4 dice in the bullseye at range 2 to 3. And while you perform this attack, all crits are reduced to hits. Huh. Seems like Daniel has a lot of ping. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I bet you do. Is okay with the ping, right? See. Oh, okay, he got disconnected. That's why. All right, we'll just catch on. Night Beast is already done. Quick close-up on Amazing England repaints. Yeah, I mean, like, I can do a favor and do that again for you. Will be my pleasure. They're just like too much. There's just too much of England in it, but it's okay. It's a good painting. Mendo has the wrong model, unfortunately. Need to update him. Oh, what is wrong with Mendo? Oh, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's okay. From a far point of view, looks quite nice. Maybe it should go all the way here. Is that what you mean? He had a lot earlier when I played him. Might be worth making him host. Well, I can do if it's necessary. That's not a problem. I'll ask Corentin. Okay, just asked. The windows are all broken on this version. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. Stop telling me I can't interact. Yeah, I see. But I mean, that's not the only ship that was broken. Don't know if you noticed, but last game we had, I've got those X-Wings that were just broken as well. I don't know why. The A-Wings were broken at a time, but I don't know. Anyway, let's just go on with the lists. Gamut Key, also initiative 3. Start of end phase, you may spend 2 charges to choose yourself or a ship in your turret arc with 1 or more circular tokens. That includes basically all that you can see right there. So it can be either green or orange for bonuses or, well, the contrary. During the end phase, circular tokens are not removed from that ship. So basically you can let a ship being jammed 2 turns or disarmed 2 turns quite Problem with disarm is it's not that obvious to interact with the disarm token. It's very difficult to give that to an enemy. But then again, quite interesting. Alright, so anyway, alright, so I informed the players that I am able to just give the game if necessary, give the server, if that can resolve any difficulties, for them to have a pleasant game, both of them, obviously. Alright, so that was Gamut Key. Protectorate Gleb gives you the red coordination. After you coordinate a friendly ship, you may transfer one orange or red token to the ship you coordinated. So you might as well just give the stress that you just took by performing a red coordination. For example, Dead Man's Switch means when you die, people are getting hurt if they are at range 0 to 1. Suffers a hit. I mean, suffers a damage. But anyway. What's the red stuff on the England ships? Pirate blood. It might. It might. Alright, so then, Bosk, one of the big pieces of the list. Initiative 4 this time. Bosk is basically turning crits onto hits if, while you perform a primary attack, there are still results that were not cancelled. Then he's equipped with Notorious, a card that we see often these days. After you defend, if the attacker is in your firing arc, you may spend 1, and if you do, this ship gains a strain. And if you attack a strained ship, then you can reroll one blank. Forlum, you can basically prevent your opponent from modifying his defense dice, but by doing so, you take 2 iron tokens. Greedo, while you perform an attack, you can spend the charge to turn a hit into a crit. But if enemies are attacking you before you do, and the charge is still active, then they can turn a hit into a crit. So quite dangerous, but very useful for Bosk, obviously. Contraband Cybernetics, spend 1 and you can still perform red maneuvers and red actions, or actions, whatever, even while stressed. And this card charge cannot be recovered. And then Zam Weasel, you start with 0 charge, and I'll just indicate that right away. There you go. And during the system phase, you assign yourself a secret condition. Between those two, you should thank me and you'd better mean business. And we will go with that when needed. And then finally, before they start, if I'm fast enough, but I guess I won't be, the Mandalorian, Initiative 5. While you defend or perform an attack, if you are in the front arc at range 1 to 2 of 2 or more enemy ships, you may change one of your blank results onto an eye result. Alright, so they just started the timer, and Corentin will have the initiative on that for the first time. So he's equipped with Fearless, which means you can turn any of your attack dice onto a hit if you are in the defender's front arc at range 1 while you're attacking him. Marksmanship, Bullseye means you can turn a hit into a crit. Jamming Beam, I'll just remove the cards that I already spoke about to gain a little space. Mandalorian Optics. 2 charges. During the system phase, you may spend a charge to acquire a lock on an object in your front arc. And while you perform a primary attack, if you have a lock on the defender, you ignore obstacles beyond range 0 that are obstructing the attack. Quite good. Though the Words are hard. I'm tired. Obstacles are quite small. Could be useful. Alright. Is equipped with the child. 2 force, but that are not recurring. When you take damage, you get a force back, and you give the opponent the assignment of 2 of those Merciless Pursuit condition cards that are right there on Sunter Invader, which means when they will attack Mendo, they will get, after the attack, a free target lock, basically. L337, while you defend, you may flip this card, and if you do, the attacker must reroll all attack dice. So having the opponent roll very well isn't quite good. Well, you can make the opponent reroll, and on the other side of this card, it's a configuration, because all 3 is now part of the ship. And the ship has blue banks everywhere. I mean, you reduce the difficulty of any bank maneuver. Razor Crest, the title setup, you place 1 non-limited illicit upgrade card face down under this card, and during the system phase you may reveal that upgrade card and equip it as if it were equipped at setup. Also gives the opportunity to perform an evade onto barrel roll. And that will be it. I'll just pop those, and yeah, so all of the bank maneuvers for the ST-70 assault ship would be blue after having all 337 flipped. Whew. There was a lot to talk about. So I'll try and catch as many triggers as I can. Force charges, though it's gonna be quite difficult, I guess, but okay, I can't track Gamut Key. I can't track Gideon, but that is something I already knew. I can track Greedo, though Greedo might not be the thing that I want to track. I'll guess Zam and Notorious are important. Mandalorian optics are as well. Elusive might be. And I guess that's pretty much where we are. I take Gideon over Aiden because of the meta. It's simple. Luke Vader, X1 Def, Bump Focus, etc. Say to a defender, no, you can't modify any dice with your token and see your opponent face. Yeah. Oh, that was a... Thank you for following. Appreciate it. That's a nice barrel roll. Barrel roll. Alright. So, no scoring on this turn, which is the reason why you don't see anyone being at range 0 to 2 of the center objective. Seems like we are going into round 2. Road roll is for Corentin. Feels like strong Bosk position. Can probably keep Arc on something for a long time, right? You're the expert. I'm just the streamer, but I agree. I do agree. Alright, so Gamut coordinated reinforce onto Bosk? Or did... Yeah, I guess that was that. Where did the stress go, though? Huh. Well, did not see. Right, so everyone moves on on Corentin's side. Seems like Wampa is stressed. That's interesting. So Bosk also took the focus after moving him by himself. Gamut stays a bit far from the engagement, That seems okay. Soontir did turn back into the battle. Oh, I mean, Soontir being just between those two ships feels kind of nice. But no, he's choosing to go with the barrel on the right, and Vader takes what seems to be the flank. I can also, like, maybe... Yeah, I'm not quite sure this view is good, but... Oop, my bad. So Vader just put himself in the arc of Leighton, but wants to be shooting as fast as possible onto Mando. I guess it's range... Yeah, it's range 3. He took a target lock onto Leighton, and he is now barrel rolling to his left after spending 2 fours. Let me just have that on the screen. There you go. So spent 2 fours. That's a bold move. All right, let's go back onto the original view. All right, so Soontir is out, so means Bosk isn't getting any shot. The shot is not obstructed. Gideon is just a bit far. That's a shame for Corentin. That's fire control system onto nothing. And spends the focus, gets a crit. Spends the focus as well, just takes a shield. Oh, elusive first. Yeah, so focus converts 2. So the attack misses, so there is an evade. Elusive is out. Nothing for Mendo. Nothing for the yellow ISB. Nothing for Gideon. That was a bit far for his ability. So now this is 3 dice onto Vader. Naked. For 1 hit. And the Dark Lord is safe. Okay, so no consequences. I mean, force points, obviously, but no consequences. Alright, so Gamut Key. Just read the ability, but then again, I forgot. With 1 or more circular tokens, during the end phase, circular tokens are not removed from that ship. So, every circular tokens. So, for those who might not know, Gamut Key's ability triggers at the start of the end phase, which means you spend both charges and you apply the effect. And then, during the end phase, you recover a charge. So that is the reason why, even though he used his ability in turn 2, he already has 1 charge back. That's the same reason, I mean the same processing with Shakti's ability, Shakti's ETA 2. Alright, so Vader has 2 force available. And I guess that's basically all that happened. The Zam card didn't change at all, but I guess that's fair. So I guess the question now is, can we get a top down? Top down for a second. What is a top down? Is that this? Is that what you mean? Where is Suntir going? 5 straight, hope Bosk does anything other than stop. Yeah, I mean, that's the choice he's giving then, I guess. Turn on to, well, the whole list, or face Suntir. But I'm not quite sure what is the correct move here. Um, I don't know what I would do. Because you can either stop, I mean, having contraband cybernetics is also quite interesting because you could argue that false transponder codes are really useful with ZAMWeasel. It's hard to see Layton's options other words. Other woes. Oh, I don't know that word. Suntia could hard one away or 5 straight, I think. Yeah, that's what I... You don't need to use it here because he has tokens. Yeah, no. I'm not telling he should use contraband. I'm just wondering why he chose to bring contraband instead of something that has combination with ZamWeasel. But I guess having contraband is better in any case because uh, first transponder codes only works once. Otherwise, that's my bad. But yeah, I agree. You could just stop and have like focus, reinforce, and then get a target lock with Zam's ability. So yeah, I completely agree. I guess that's why it's strong, right? It's because he can like zero without any action, and 2 turns later he will be able to zero with actions, etc. Contraband allows him to stop this turn and stop next turn and get tokens. Yeah, completely. Alright, so this time it will be Dan first. I guess it could matter regarding ISB Gideon being at initiative 4. So Wampa Binks to the right. FTC is amazing, but Bosk likes to stop. Yes, okay. I see your point. Leighton goes away. That's a beautiful maneuver. That doesn't clip the debris cloud. Very, very beautiful. Gamut goes 4 straight. Alright, little guy is angry. And Bosk turns. That's the first very interesting information of the turn. Means that Suntir doesn't have much choice. Having this 180-degree arc is very threatening. And he takes another reinforce just to be sure that he doesn't take any damage. It takes it to the back, or is it another one to the front? That is interesting. No, it seems like... I don't... We'll see. Alright, Contraband is way better than FTC on a situation where Jabba isn't there. Not sure, but I think the right play is to kill Fel and use Mendo to cover Bosk. Nothing is better than FTC. So he takes one on the front and takes one on the back. Correct me, but if a ship is just in between, I mean, like, if Suntir goes like, well, there, just to be completely clear, as is in the front and in the back, does it trigger because he has both? No, it doesn't work in any situation, right? Just want to be sure about that. So Mendo did go in. So the Eisbein Jingoist aiming to have a lot of tokens, and Suntir bumped, no halfway, cancels both. Okay, yeah, that was what I thought. So he is halfway. So no reinforce being useful for Bosk in this situation. Suntir will take a focus, which means he will have 2. Maybe he meant to use double front. Yeah, that's what I figured out. But I guess at this point it doesn't quite matter. I guess Corentin will be focusing on Mendo, and Suntir is definitely clipping those 2 arcs, so not much of a big deal. What happens with double front? I guess you apply the reinforce the same way you do, but considering 3 hits and not only 2, reduced by 2. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, so Lone Wolf from Suntir is spent. Why is that? Oh, because he's attacking Gamut. So Gamut took 1 shield. Gamut, there you go. So spent Lone Wolf and Focus has 1 still. Gideon allows Vader to attack Mendo without any modification. So that's 4 onto 2. That can't be modified. That's so far a pretty interesting shot, to be honest. What do you want to do with... Oh! So that is all L337. And yeah, that's a very good way to reduce Vader's impact. So now you've got to choose. Vader spends, and that's 3. 2 evades. Okay, that's interesting. And Mendo only loses a shield. Mendo loves attention, to be fair. Yeah, I do agree. So Vader is out of force. I mean, he's got 1, but probably that if he's attacked right now, he will be out of force. Though brilliant evasion is live. So okay, so that's 4 onto 1. You've got the child's force and the focus. That's 3 so far. Can you do anything about that? Yes, because you've got fearless. So at least there is 1 coming through. Elusive. So that's 2 coming through. So both Vader shields are gone. Now this is I4 and Dan goes first. It will be Bosk onto Vader. Quite scary because you've got the focus. That is range 3. You've got brilliant evasion, so you will evade all of those. And now this will be all for Corentin, after Gamut obviously, but Bosk follow-up could be big. It's okay, it's okay. ISB Jingoists takes a strain that is 3 onto 2, no modification allowed. Very good shot. Let's see what the defense looks like. Another 2 evade, so that's 4 onto 4. It's quite nice, to be fair. So just another shield. Gideon onto Mando again for 2. Mando doesn't like blanks, it seems. Another 2 evades. What is he checking? Oh, Leighton. So nothing. Gamut cannot attack Wampa. I guess he would have liked that, but he can't. Gamut doesn't have any tokens, so Suntil will have just to evade 1, which he does. So nothing for Soontir. And now this is Wampa, I guess once again attacking Mendo. You've got 3 dice. Guess it's a fairly decent target. And very good shot. So a crit goes through no matter what. And now you've got to spend a force. How? What? What did I forget? Oh, yeah, okay. Just the blank. But okay. I see what happened. Lose stabilizer. So takes 2. 1, 2. Lose stabilizer on this. There you go. Alright. So Vader is sitting on 1 force. The yellow ISB Jingoist has an army of strain. Suntir is stressed, but who cares? He's an interceptor. Likes to be. Oh, I forgot about scenario points. 2 turns in a row, and they are there. I guess it's a 2-2, not a 1-2. So yeah, I guess it was just forgiven on forgotten. Sorry, on Corentin's side. Think Gideon could / should block the K-turn. Nice K-turn for Mendo here. 1 bank with Busk. Felt non-committal. Should have stopped for Soontir or turned in for Vader. Mendo did well to bounce most of that. Well, I guess it was pretty much dice relevant, but yes. Indeed, taking only 4 with 1, 2, 3, 4 ships attacking you, and 2 being range 1, 1 being double mod. Yeah. Yellow ISB has as many red tokens as in 1.0. Yes. Never had the chance, if you can call it that way, to play 1.0. So I didn't know this time. But anyway, let's just have that cleared. Overtuned modulators is out. Vader's elusive is out. Leighton is good. Zem is still full. We've got the crits on Mendo. The shield on Gemmet. I guess we are doing alright. Lone Wolf is back because it's recurring. I guess we're okay with tracking the information. Yes, I probably should, but the K-turn all way away, barrel, will feel risky. Good Talon. So let's just have a look at this dial. You've got the stop, you've got the Talon speed 2 and the K-turn speed 5. Do you think if he 1 hards and then barrels, he blocks the 5? Huh. Not so sure. But I mean, you're the experts. But yeah, I really like Corentin's squad though. Even if Gideon tries to block, yeah, that is my concern right now. But I'll trust your judgment. Oh yeah, that's better. I think I forgot they could do that. Oh sure, he can. And I guess having Gideon 1 hard, no shots, and barrel, no mods, for Mendo to still clear his 5k doesn't feel quite nice. Gideon can block Talon or 5k to my eye, but not both, obviously. Yeah, but I guess if he could block both, he'd be quite a strong pilot. if you see it that way. Yeah, or neither. uh, so what is Leighton doing? Because I guess having the little M3A shoot would have been nice, I guess. Mandalorian optics. When does this trigger? System phase. Spend one to acquire lock on an object on your front arc. Could be on Vader. Vader has no shields left. Obstacles might just be irrelevant, the second part of the ability. But yet, a block is huge though. Mando out of it for 3 turns. Vader is in trouble. Is he? 3 hard left burners. I'm not quite sure the 3 hard left fits if Leighton is in the way. And Bosk just stops right there. Stuck. He's gonna be there. Sick. Yeah. 3 hard left might hit Leighton. Okay. I guess we're seeing this the same way. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Mandalorian optics, charge number 1. Mandalorian, there you go. -1. Okay, so lock will be taken on Darth Vader. 5 straight from Wampa. Doesn't clear, but still gets the focus with the range 0 ability to take an action, etc., etc. Leighton 3 bank, my bad. Gamut 2 hard, blocked. Vive la France. Haha. There you go. Get back to work. Oh no, he's one of yours. Shoot. He's a spy. 2 straight from the Jingoist. -1 strain. Isn't that cool? Takes a focus. 2 straight from Gideon. And you wanna know what is good about that? It doesn't bump at all. Focus for Gideon. Who has the child titles? Yes. Did they take lock? No. These are Vader and Suntir. Suntir did not take a lock because he didn't attack Mando, and Vader did not take a lock because he didn't spend the lock. When I practiced it, I put it on Wampa. Oh. That feels nice, I guess. 2 Talon takes a damage from the loose stabilizer. Loose stabilizer is now repaired. I'll let that on the overlay, just so we are cleared. We are clear, sorry. I'll just have that remain on the overlay because I want to track what crits did go out of the damage deck. Ditto here, Cass. Vader can take his own. Vader did. What was the? Oh, it is a 3 hard that bumps onto Mendo. So takes a stress. Why is that? Takes a focus. Is that the reason why he takes a stress? Oh no, that was a Talon. Oh, that was a Talon roll. Okay. Okay. Not a good position, but two dice. That was Vader onto Mendo. Now this is Suntir. Who is he attacking? Oh, I guess Leighton has a very good heavy laser cannon on Suntir. Mendo feels very low already, but maybe doesn't get shot much for the rest of the game. 5k on Mendo might have been glorious. Yeah, Mendo likes that. Just a 1 for the next turn. Next round to Vader. So who do you want to be shooting at? Leighton? Why is that? Why are you not shooting on Gamut? Oh, very good shot. Not the dice you want to look at. Yeah. So that is Mendo shooting. Vader still only has 1 force, so that's okay. The Jingoist seems to be the perfect target. He wants to spend Leighton's focus. I guess he... No, I guess not, because he used Gideon's charge to prevent that spending. That was Mendo onto the Jingoist, and Jingoist dies. I guess him dying is not a big deal, but I guess he wanted him to die just at initiative 4 so that he may shoot. Try to get rid of the force. Of the force? Oh, yeah. Now Gideon is attacking with quite no success. Good green dice. Not gonna lie. Now this is the scary shot. The one that could like be a little difficult. So that is a crit on Vader. Oh man. Takes 2 hits on Vader. And I guess this is pretty much GG at this point. Elusive is when you fully execute, right? After you fully execute. Yeah, that's why. So Leighton is attacking Wampa, getting 2. So he won't die. Elusive gets another evade. So that means Elusive is spent on Wampa. There is no damage, but Wampa has 1 less attack dice. I don't know who you're shooting at. Vader, it seems. And 2. Don't forget half points. Yes, you're correct, but I can't track those, unfortunately. This is not the first time this shit happens. Yes, this is correct. You can't catch a break. Wampa. Who will you be shooting at? If you want to spend the focus, that's on Leighton. Because both Gamut and Bask are range 0, but Leighton forgot evade. True. But is that a May? Nope, that is not a May. It might come... it might be necessary to remind them if Leighton happens to take a damage. There are 3 dice, so that's on Leighton. Oh, there you go. The evade, I guess. Yeah, so now this is what makes Corentin change his plan. I don't know who's the target. Only one, so that means it's Bosk. And Bosk takes a damage that looks like irrelevant for now. We'll see if that changes. Right, so for now the score is 5-7 due to half. That's one more point for each player due to the objective, so that's I'm not quite sure. I mean, is there a way on the overlay to halve those ships? Maybe if I put on the scenario? I don't know. The blank out is unlucky, but the Bosk roll was under average too. Expected maybe 0.8-ish. But as soon as a hit goes through, you take 2. That is right indeed. One charge for Zim. Goes back and a lock on Wampa as well. Why are there 2 strains? Oh, Notorious, right? This was a Notorious trigger. Yes. Alright. Is this first game in the series? Yes. It's in the title. He narrowly avoided it last round. Alright. 37 minutes left in the game. Why have... Oh. Yeah, okay, that's logical. So it's at 8, so there are 3 more points on each side, basically. Oh, look, I can know who watches without sounds now. I guess my voice wasn't liked. I'll take that personally. Alright, Vader sitting on 1. We are going into turn 5. Gideon has a charge back. 1 damage on Bosk and 1 damage on Mendo. That wasn't Corentin's fault. And basically that was all the Empire did in this game. Vader probably needs to run, come around, re-engage in a few turns. Suntir pretty safe. Time for him to contribute. Mendo and Bosk can't focus fire for a turn or 2. What scares me is that Vader is stressed and sitting on 1. I think now is the turn for contraband. The kill shot on ISB was lucky, minimal modes. The one shot was unlikely. All 3 Talon, afterburners, pattern. No, you can't. He's stressed. Yep. I guess it's pretty much invisible, but it's Vader's. He just tripped the Talon. Tried. But yeah, contraband might be a good thing to do, yeah. Staying this way, you pretty much guarantee that Suntir doesn't move for the 3rd turn in a row. Is there a rule about that? Like fortressing? Is this a thing? Now that those ships can just like have an unlimited amount of time being bumped onto each other? Seems like a reasonable and though quite useless question. Will be pretty hard for Corentin to get back on this, I guess. Positioning is quite bad at the moment, and you're not really behind any of the ships that you want to be behind. I don't know if anyone removed fortressing from the tournament guide. Yeah, but I guess the ruling about fortressing is even um, goes even deeper and is like even more confusing, right? Now that you can like look at Suntir and Bosk. They're like that like for 2 turns, and I'm not sure they're moving this turn. Is the stop good for Bosk? Give Mendo room to move, traps Suntir, but then you're in no mod land forever. I just one bank probably. So Gamut is going to bank, clears the stress. Wampa did not move. Bosk stops, uses contraband, takes a focus. You can allow him to keep a token from this round with Gamut. Corentin also at risky of leaving the center. I guess Gideon is still in range, but I do understand your point, though. Concerning. It seems there is a self bump, but no consequences. You just can't take any modification. Suntir goes straight, which means Suntir is useless this turn. I'd have been tempted to roll away from Wampa there. I'd have been tempted to roll away from Wampa. Roll away from Wampa? With whom? With Layton, you mean? Vader goes past... Oh, my bad. Mendo with a 2-bank, and then performs a bear roll using his regular action, and then spends a force to have a focus. That is Vader's turn. Yeah, with Layton. Why a bear roll then? Because I mean, because you want to shoot at Vader, so you left Vader Wampa untouched. Is that the reason? I guess if it is, that's a fair reason. Wampa is safe from Mendo's shot, but loses his charge. So Wampa is less threatening at this point. Now this is Bosk shooting. Gideon is not in arc. Woo! Quite nice. Oh, camera, there you go. And there's a natural crit. I don't know who's the target. Who's the target? What? How? What? I mean, like there. Uh, did I miss something? Did? But maybe you kill Wampa before he fires. No, that was on. Yeah, 3 dice. That was on Wampa. Ugh, I'm just bad. I'm just bad. I mean, like, I think I'm still not used to seeing range 0 attacks, and sometimes that just kills my mind for some reason. Alright. Layton, range 1 on Wampa. 2 crits. And has to spend the focus to avoid taking any damage. Yeah, obviously, Wampa, range 0. Yep. And Layton takes an evade. So you might as well shoot Bosk. Yep, that's the second charge for Zam. That is also Notorious Trigger. So Zam is full, so now next turn you practically know that if you attack Bosk, you're taking a second shot from him. I not quite sure you want to be attacking Bosk at this point. I guess I'd rather attack Leighton without any chance of hitting. I I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. One more point for each of these players. The score on the screen is 4-6, but the true score is 7-9. 3 points for Corentin for Mendo, and three more also for Dan that scored half of Vader. I mean, like, he forgot 2 points, right? No. That's my bad. Dan is 2 points ahead because of the ISB being dead, and then he has three more because of Vader's half. That's the way it goes. This is the way. Now the imps are gonna struggle to hold center. You sure about that? I guess Vader performs a 3 Talon this turn. Has 2 4s. Then Suntir goes in again, and Gideon. Mm, Vader is not stressed in this position, so I guess the 3k is not a bad maneuver. Am I correct? But I mean, yeah, okay, you're predictable, so might be a bit more difficult. Even more with Vader being at 1 health. But if he Talon rolls, if he Talons, he may just die. Gideon is the only chance. Hmm. Also, an interesting thing, Gamut being in this position means he didn't use his ability because Mendo couldn't take a focus, reinforce, or whatever. Um, that is a good point for Corentin, I guess, because Mendo isn't having a double modded shot. Though, could use Razor Crest to reveal a contraband cybernetics and then perform his, I don't know, 2 Talon to the left, for example, and have a focus to have a target lock focus onto Vader. Could be a thing. Suntir isn't stressed. That also helps. Opens his dial a little more. I guess gets the one hard into account. I guess that's the most common possibility. Road roll, beginning of turn 6, and this will be Dan's turn to go first. So Bosk will move before Gideon does. Wampa goes out, gets stress and strain away, gets a focus. Gamut goes too hard to the left. That is interesting. So what can this... Okay, you could coordinate due to Protector Gleb. Oh, is he... Oh, he could have jammed. I guess this is what he looked at. But if he jams, then this is just Vader losing his lock. Not much of a big deal. Okay, Leighton going fast means Bosk is probably doing the same thing to his right. Though he keeps this way, sorry, he keeps an arc onto Suntir that is probably turning. Yes, okay, so that is a 3 hard with no action after that. So threatening Vader still. Gideon 4K. Where is Mendo going at this point? Oh, what was that? Oh, my bad, sorry for the camera. It is a 4 straight, that is a blue maneuver, and he will take an evade. Sick meta. Oh, what was that? Oh, he did not decide yet if he wanted to use the Razor Crest linked action. Hello, Firecast Focus. Welcome. Alright, so no barrel action for Mendo. Suntir will be barreling if the game allows him to do so. There you go. And I guess there will be a boost after that. Boost left. So there's a stress on Suntir. I can confuse people. I can confuse people. Yes? Is that a way to confuse me? Because it's working. Brilliant job done here. Alright, so Vader taking lock plus focus, pattern analyzer, etc. You know the drill. Maybe it depends which profile you're on. Not quite sure what we're talking about, but go ahead. Nobody at range 2. Yep, you called it. Vader uses the focus, and Gamut gets another very good roll, so it takes absolutely nothing. Suntir, only Bosk is at range of Gideon, so no Gideon trigger. Only Suntir getting a range 1 shot onto Mendo, I guess, for Predator. Yep, even though there's an evade. Yep, that's a good one. Use the Predator. Spans the focus, gets aggressive, and once again, I mean, not many blanks on defense, just to mention. Takes a lock due to the child. Mendo takes 2 and takes an irrelevant crit. Stunned pilot, absolutely useless. Bosk only has a shot and it is onto Gideon. So might not be a very good shot, but there is no modification on Gideon, so why not? Only 1. You've got 4. Should be okay. It is. It means also that Gideon can shoot at Bosk and give Suntir the strain, because Suntir is at range 1 of Bosk, and Suntir is not getting shot at this turn. But if it does, there's Zam, which is the reason why he's not doing it. And we can understand that for sure. 2 points for Scum. Thank you for the sub. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And with that, there is an 4 points lead for the Scum. 18 minutes left, 6 round already played. They are playing quite fast, and this is very enjoyable as a spectator. So 7 points, 4 from Scenario, 3 from half of Mendo, that is for Corentin. 11 points, 6 from Scenario, 2 from the Jingoist, and 3 more from half of Vader. That is pretty much it. I guess this is still losable slash winnable on any side. Um, that is still an interesting game. Okay, am I tracking those right? Vader 2-4 has elusive back because of the red maneuver just executed. Wampa elusive out. Gideon, I can't track his ability. Lone Wolf on Soontir is live. Leighton didn't recover elusive yet. Gamut already lost his shield. Bosk didn't take anything more. Mandalorian optics is okay. Mendo is sitting on 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage for a total of 7 whole. Has stunned pilot. There you go. I think I'm okay. Bosk is still full. Yes, he is. I guess we are seeing a ZAM trigger. System phase trigger, so that just means he chose his card. Soonest kinda has to turn. Soonest? Soontir, yeah. Okay. Kinda has to turn into the center, but I don't know how you use that knowledge as scum. That's good bullying by Dan. Yes, it is. I mean, I don't know what scares me the most. I don't know about the matchup for sure. I guess the scenario helps one player more than another, as we discussed in the beginning of the game. But I'm not quite sure what list seems scarier. Just looking at what ships, pilots, etc. do. Vader coming in is brave. Brave or stupid. There is a fine line between those two. Fine line probably defined by death in the end, I guess. False transponder codes popped on the Mandalorian. I have a question. Before a game start, like, let's just read the card. During this, place one non-limited illicit upgrade card face down under this card. So, does that mean that when you're playing the Mandalorian, you have to come with your illicit your illicit deck, your illicit card deck on every game and choose when you see your opponent, or do you just take one with you and stay with the same during the whole tournament? That's a question I asked myself before. Do you get to choose just before any game starts, or do you have to keep the same? Choose before the game starts. Oh wow. Okay. So Zam was the first card to hide something from your opponent, and now this card hides something, and it can change from a game to another. I guess it's a very adaptive card. Like, okay, that's scary for sure. Just bring like 30 cards. Pick whichever you fancy. Yeah, there's really only two good options. Yeah, I mean, I do agree, but the simple consideration that you can choose. He's scary. I think Wampa had to go to the other way there and block Mendo. Seeing what I'm just seeing, I guess this is pretty much over. Seeing Vader where he is. Was that a... It was a block, obviously. Yeah, okay. Cannot spend brilliant... Oh, gosh, that scared me. Thank you for the raid. Thank you very much. You scared the shit out of me, but I appreciate it. Welcome. We are looking at the end of the first game of round 3 between France and England. Scott found us. Hello there. There you go. Let me just have that for you. Where is... There you go.
Hello there.
Alright. Oh, that was a boost? Come on, Corentin. What are you doing? Okay. Boost out the back of Bosk. That will reveal Zem's card. And for now it's looking good. Predator for 4. And crit because of Greedo. Nothing at all, which means all 4 go through. So that means 2 shields and 2 crits. This is the way, obviously. So these are crits. Damaged engine and hull breach. There you go. Damaged engine and hull breach. There you go. Is it just me, or did the looks fall through the ship model previously? Yeah, they used to. I miss it being that way. Does Vader have the lock? Gamut takes both. I don't know if that understands. That answers your question. Gamut takes both. Reveal card. Yes, card has been revealed. Could initiative kill? Oh, you meant the lock on Bosk, right? No. On Gamut? No, reveal. Sam is a must. Okay. What is this attack? It's Mendo on Wampa, and that's... Come on. Okay, I mean, that was a lock, but... Oh. Okay, takes 3 and dies. Panicked. Council. Panicked. Council fire. What is the score so far? 13? Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Gideon 2 could mean the end. There is a child force. Is there a child force? There is. 1 damage. Waves flag frantically. Bosk, I guess this is where we hold our breath, being French. Oh man. That's 2. That is still doable. Can't do that, Vader. Can spend the focus. Will spend the focus. Leighton. I guess I would have spent a force, maybe, because of I don't know. I am le stressed. Gamut blanks out. Not gonna comply about that. 1 more point for both players. 9 minutes. With the rhythm, with the rhythm they are giving the game, I guess they could just play 2 more turns. And looking at the points, why are there 4? Because Gamut gives 1 more. That is why. So half of gamut adds another point. That is okay. Problem now is that this is basically less ship for the Empire, but higher initiative in most cases. 14 to 5. It is 14 to 9, actually. If you one straight Bosk, can Suntir fit the 2 bank? Suntir isn't stressed, so it doesn't need any kind of unstressing maneuver. See, that's the symbol of Orléans, where Corentin plays. Anyway, so Suntir isn't stressed, so no need to perform a blue maneuver. But Bosk doing a one straight, I don't know. So he one hards left. I guess he can. Yes. Concern is about Vader being stressed, Leighton and Gamut being close to him. Suntir likely just one hard. Yes, probably. Best team in France, by the way. Yeah, obviously. I think Imps have got this. Vader fast to try to catch Q9. Oh, come on. Respect the pilot, please. It is Mendo. Mendo chase Suntir. I guess Mendo has no point not going left. Moff needs to one hard left. I agree. As weird as it can be, I agree. Yes, I do. Mendo, my bad. Nah, joking. To be truly honest, what is the difference between Q9 and Mendo? Do those two have any difference in loadout? I guess loadout matters. Because why taking Mendo over Q9? It's the matter of loadout. 5k Mendo or run and evade. Hope this is the last turn. Yeah, I agree with you. There's also a point for Mendo to just leave the situation with the ship being still in one piece. Upgrades are better on Mendo and ability is better. The Q9 double calc can be useful. Mendo ability is really good. I mean, I didn't see any trigger on this particular game. And to be fair, I didn't see any triggers so far. With me playing against it, I guess. But I do also agree that it depends on what the list faces, for sure. Has he used L337? He did. He totally did. Yes. You can't see that because of the text, but yeah. Configuration mode. So yeah. Had his dice not been so good, Mendo would have kept him alive. Had his dice not been so good, Mendo would have kept him alive. I'm not quite sure I understand. Yeah, I think you run with Mendo, one straight Bosk, and I hope soonest Suntir doesn't one round him. Get one of the little guys to range 2 of the center. Okay, 4 minutes left. I guess it's the last turn, and it will be Dan again being first player. And now we shall see. Mandalorian Optics, charge number 2. This is the end of Mandalorian Optics. Leighton clearing the stress, Banks takes a focus. Gamut does the exact same thing and rotates his turret to the left to have a shot. Stays stressed this way. Bosk 1 Banks. Remember, Vader can't K-turn or barrel roll, turn roll because he's already stressed. Had Dan's dice not been above average on his first engagement, the ability to convert blanks to eyeballs would have been the same result as rolling all the evades normally. Oh, I see what you mean. Bosk did repair the whole breach thing. Okay, Gideon, 2 Banks, sorry, takes an evade. Mendo, you did call the K-turn. Here it goes. Yeah, okay, I understand what you mean. Because by then he had he had yeah, more than 2 ships at range 1 to 2. Okay, I see what you mean. And this is the reason why you're saying that yeah, okay. Yeah, I understand. I understand. Okay, that seems fair. Bosk unlikely to die, but if he does, imps get the center. I guess Gamut might still be in range. If Gamut had taken 1 more damage, the hilarity of Gamut self-killing himself to kill Vader would have been glorious. Mad call on Moff. Need that 1 damage on Mendo. Yes. Vader goes through, so that means Bosk isn't shooting, and Vader is, I guess, trying to get range on Mando to try and kill him. He used afterburners. Is he in range? Oh, okay. First of all, he is getting a barrel roll. He is now in range, though he might have been earlier. Spends 2 force, spend an afterburner charge, and afterburner. Oh, that's the second one, my bad. Forgot about the first one. There you go. Okay, now let's see what happens. It is still anybody's game. Soontir on 2 Bosk. There's a crit coming from... Why don't you use Predator? Oh, there you go. But for nothing, so doesn't matter. Bosk takes 2, a hit and a crit, which is a disabled power regulator. 1, 2. Disabled, so absolute no use. Vader on Mendo. So Mendo's ability is not useful in this situation. Full of Vader. Only 1 remaining on Mendo. 1 force available. Mendo dies. A hit and a crit. Damaged engine. Damaged engine. So now this is 16 to 14. I'll just show you. So now you need Vader not to die. Gideon, no, I mean 5 damage is irrelevant, though there's a crit. Bosk takes a crit. Oh, but there is half. That also counts. Oh, but was halved before. Damage sensor array on Bosk. Damaged sensor array on Bosk. I guess, I don't know if they counted half of Bosk HLC on Soontir. Oh, yes. What a vision. Amazing. He chooses Soontir. Okay. That is 3. This becomes a hit due to the HLC ability. That is 4 on 4. Focus will do it. You still have an evade. HLC is very fun. It is. And Gamut, so this is a primary turret. So he can attack Vader if he wants. He can also attack Suntir. That is 2v3 or 2v4. Both modded, but Vader is one away from dying. He's got elusive. That is 2. You've got the force, or the focus, whatever. And I guess this is it right now. +1, +1. Did they count half of Bosk? I'm not quite sure they did. Scum had it up until the last turn. This is correct. Okay, so let me sum up what are the points right now. 6 scenario on. Let me just have a paper because I don't like computer things. Scenario is 6 to 8 due to the 2 more points that scored done. Okay, Wampa is 2 more. Wampa is 2 more. Jingoist is 2 more. Gideon no, Suntir no, and Vader is 3 more. And on Corentin's side, it is 1 more from Gemmet, 3 from Bosk, and 7 from Mendo, which leads to 10, 15, which is what they have, and yeah, 17 on the left. So score is correct. 17 to 15. What a game. That has been a Mando did 5k is as fast as he can go. Should I run with Mendo? Oh, yeah, okay, run this way. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, because Mendo. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. Having his front arc to the side of battle doesn't change anything because even if he goes 4 straight, he steals and barrels, for example. He's still closer than he was, yeah, with the 5k. Okay. The pirates are thankful. Came down to Mendo needing to run really. Mendo did. 3 bank barrel away. 3 bank barrel away, evade. We can't see the table score. Table score is here. But easy to say from the chat. Always easy in hindsight. Yeah, but I do. This is something that I'll just remind. This is the if it's not because you K-turn that you're not doing the fastest maneuver on your ship. That is something interesting to remember, I guess. All right, those who bet for Corentin, you are the winners of the day. GG to you, GG to Corentin, and also to Dan. It was a really interesting game, for sure. So this is France scoring the first point of this series. And yeah, wrong color. So anyway, thank you all for joining. Hope you liked the game. I paid the bets. So I guess everything is okay then. I guess everything is okay. Great game and very great and nice stream. Thank you. My pleasure. Um, Thank you very much. All right. When is the next one? When is the next one? The next one I know about isn't me streaming it, if I'm correct. No. So there is one Thursday at 11 UTC, and then another one at 16 UTC. That is basically it. Um, so yeah, well, anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you like that. And we will see each other again. Have a great night, and yeah, see you then.